favorite questions to ask is, who do you get excited to see at these shows? You're a fan.
I always get excited to see Stan Lee.
Yes.
Because he's my creator.
Well, yeah.
So I went up to him and I was like, you are my creator. And I do remember also having a photo op where it had gone on for about 2 hours and I was exhausted. And so when the last person left, I fell on the floor in a very dramatic, actressy way. Like, I'm so tired. And I opened up my eyes and saw Stan staring over me, going, you okay? Like, oh no! He's such a legend. I felt like a tiny person. It's like, he's amazing. So I get starstruck with him because he's such a talent.
He is amazing. I have a similar story that's probably not quite as interesting, but in Portland a couple years ago, he was not feeling the best, so Wizard had to find a room to hide Stan Lee in so he could take a nap. And I got to be the guy to check on him. And I coincidentally walked into the room right as he was waking up, so just like you, he was laying, and he just wakes up, and I'm just standing above him, this complete stranger standing above him.
It's role reversal going on.
Yeah, but he was really cool about it. He's like, hey. Excelsior. That's actually how he woke up. He said, hey, Excelsior. Like he just turned it on. He's like, I'm going to be entertaining. It was outstanding. Well, thank you for your time this weekend.
Pleasure.
Know you're busy. Conviction's coming up.
Yes.
What can you tell us about that show?
I start in July. I haven't read the script yet, because it doesn't exist. But I can tell you from the pilot that we shot that she's, it's very different, it's modern day. My character is the daughter of a former US president, so I'm American. And because it's modern, I get to wear jeans! But she's someone she's kind of lost her way in the world, but she's a brilliant lawyer. So as an investigative procedural, I suppose you call it, her attempt is to try and solve a case her own cliff, if that makes sense. So she's got her own personal structure. She's still got a thing. It's very funny. It's about the writers and the makers of House and Orange is the New Black. So I feel like I'm in good hands.
So a little bit of a twisted humor almost to it.
Yeah, black.
A little bit of edge to it anyway.
Yeah,
excellent. And is Conviction keeping you too busy that should another company want to bring in Agent Carter, you can't do it, or could you find the time?
I will find the time.
Woo!
Absolutely. Well, I know Marvel love Peggy. I love Peggy. The fans seem to love Peggy. So it would be wonderful to keep it going. And obviously it was the network that decided to terminate that contract. But Marvel are very, Peggy's a bit dear to their heart. So we'll see if we can bring her back in some way in the future. I don't think this is the last we've seen of her.
Right, we know you're very avid to keep it here going. And you know the fans will do whatever we can. If that means more petitions, tweets, whatever, you let us know. We can make that happen.
Indeed. All of the above.
Excellent. All right, well, we got some long lines here. Let's start with this side.
My name's Adam. Me and my friends are huge fans of yours. She said, don't let her kiss you on the cheek. I was like, I'll try not to. Only if I let Jon Snow when we meet him. But my question is, I was at your lip sync battles, and you did win.
Were you there?
I was there.
Wow.
Front row to the left. I was the groupie that yelled out, "You rock." I don't know if you remember.
I do. I appreciate your support.
I was that guy. If you were to go back and do a different song that would win it for you, what song would you do?
Well, that's a very good question. That's
Don't pretend you haven't thought about that already.
We've seen your dub smashes on Instagram.
Yeah.
Very funny.
And if you've seen my dub smash, you know that I'm a massive Rocky Horror Picture Show fan.
Oh, yeah.
I would do Frankenfurter. A sweet transvestite. But obviously I'd be dressed as a man, because I'm a woman. So to make the song make sense. So I would do that. Yeah, for sure.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure you're front row for that one, all right?
Hello, my name is Nick Bear,
Hi.
and I met you earlier. I have a question and a comment. My comment is, I'm still one beer dance partner. Please don't step in my shoes.
Okay.
And the question is, what was it like playing a role where in secret you were told badass, but in public, you just got overlooked by people?
I just drew on personal experience. Well, I think that adds to the complexity of Peggy, and I think it shows that she's multifaceted. And you know, I think everyone can relate to at different times and different circumstances. We have to be different things to different people. And it's a skill that a lot of us naturally do. We talk differently to our parents as we would a sibling or a lover or a teacher or in the work environment. And I think that comes naturally to Peggy as well. She's someone who is very present, and so she understands the circumstance that she finds herself in and figures out the best way to use her wit and intelligence to get what she needs out of the situation. So that was great, because it just gave me something much more interesting to play than just having her badass. Which is great, but only really is of any consequence if you compare it to another aspect of her character, which makes her so much more interesting.
Thank you.
I think that'd be a great story to show on screen as well. A season showing your growth, your climb of success as a character, where you actually finally start getting that respect from everybody that you've been fighting for how long?
Yeah, I think she has a deep sense of, as we find from season 1, of her own worth. And she kind of just waits for everyone else to catch up with her. And not in an arrogant way. I think it's just, she knows what her right is as a human being. She knows what she's capable of, which is why she says, I know my value. Anyone else's opinion doesn't really matter. But it just also means that she has to be very patient when she's in an environment where people can't kind of see that in her. And I think that's what a lot of people feel that they can relate to as well. I think we've all been in circumstances where we feel that we haven't really sold ourselves well enough. We haven't proved who we truly are, what we're capable of in an environment that we find that we're intimidated by. And that's something that Peggy has to deal with.
Happy birthday, America. Today we celebrate our... What's more American